Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate / Great War as the Empire of Germany. So, in the last live stream, if you missed it, we basically broke up the world. We're gonna turn on ownership here. So you'll see a whole bunch of new countries over here in Southeast Europe. Austria now re-exists as a buffer state between technically between Italy and ourselves. Whole bunch of buffer states in the east, which were, we'll say the plans for the Russian / German arrangement for the plan for what was going on. The main reason is because both Russia, obviously, and Germany do not like one another, and therefore, with the arrangements that the two of us have, we have made the decisions for the two of us to create buffer states, which has been done. I need to actually release that territory. I never released it from the looks of it. Boom, there we go. So, we kind of created these little buffer states of Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Poland, Ukraine, I think it's Moldova. Yeah, Moldova, Belarus. This may or may not end up being Romania or Bulgaria. Either way, that'll end up being one country. Sooner or later, one of those countries is going to win that war, or they're just going to white peace it out. The Ottoman Empire has kind of gone back to the way it was before. Egypt's gotten independence. Italy is back. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of countries down here that have been released. Africa has been officially released as the majority of nations have been let go. We are on the verge of getting ready to declare war, obviously, on the Congo, who has obviously a issue with debt. Us, on the other hand, we do have a notable... Ooh, if I told you... Yeah, you're taking a debt, that's why, okay. It's not much, though. We can pay it off all in one or two quick, swift moves. That's no big deal. We're making money. At about 6 million a day. Research-wise, we're doing pretty good. We're actually going to increase our research efficiency. That's definitely going to chew into how much money we're making, but I'm just going to let the government make decisions there as to how it's going to work around that. But our research is going. Our plan is, as I've said in the past, to become the most powerful nation economically and technologically, and then to slowly take over everybody. Now, one of our major issues with us is obviously this thing right here, rubber. We have to buy it all. There's not much we can do associated with anything else other than just buying it. Our little lovely neighbor down here, the Congo, if we hit the button here, they're producing a lot of it. If we actually hit the button here to show, they're producing some here. I think they're producing some here as well, yeah. They're producing some more up there. And yeah, they actually did tap in down here. So this is some of the stuff we want. We want 100% all the rubber that the Congo can afford to give us, which I'm hoping is all the rubber. We're also selling a lot of military goods to the British because they're currently fighting wars against what was left of the Italian Empire and Iran. So when those wars end, we're also going to do some changing up and some splitting there as well. No, looks like they've been pushing down and taking most of the coast here, which isn't too bad. But the problem is that gives the British access to a lot of oil, which we don't want to have them access to, because they'll have access to Libya and Iran, and both those countries are really, really oil rich. We'll never say the Ottoman Empire is already pretty big too, so that's going to be a long-term problem. I didn't realize the loyalty for these two was kind of squirrely like this. Let's see how all that turns out. But yeah, so our plan is to obviously go to war with the Congo down here. So there's a little part of Belgium down here. Oh yeah, Katanga is like the nation down here, which we might grant independence to. Oh, there we go. We got our first little ceasefire there going on. Wow, that's a lot of... No, we're going to reject that. So yeah, our plans are going to be obviously to advance into the Congo. I cannot see... Yeah, so there's a little bit of rubber down here that they would have. Yeah, so they're not going to get independence from us. Another ceasefire between Uganda and Iran. Yeah, and how's the... Yeah, and then there's oil here that we need to gain access to, which is reminding me. Someone mentioned to me already that I should be working on the infrastructure out here. This will be pretty expensive, but in the end it should do us good. I don't think we have anything down here, right? We just have this one little town which will go like that. But oil is a major thing, so we're gonna have to get our oil from down here. Another ceasefire. Right now we are buying a lot of oil. We don't have engineers yet, so a lot of this stuff is really not going to do much. Another ceasefire. We're going to see a lot of these ceasefires over the next little bit. We don't have access to oil yet, or to oil rigs yet. So we are going to also get this little bit of property here, obviously. Whether we go after the Congo Republic, I don't know. And Gabon. Just to kind of solidify a nice little chunk of property here, maybe. We don't want Africa to be our primary reason for massive conflict to occur around the world, but at the same time, we're not going to be hesitant to do what we want here. Yes, we still got a lot of oil here. We're pretty much taking out as much oil as we can out of the ground almost, so... Oh yeah, all you guys can actually go to reserve. another ceasefire between Cook Islands and Bulgaria. The Russians have looked at atomic fundamentals. Good to go there. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing a lot of those little ceasefires here over the next little bit. One of the things we are doing is we are supporting the government in France, in Great Britain, and in Russia. We also have ceasefires with them, and I think even with the United States, or not ceasefires, non-aggression pacts, I think. Yeah. So none of the major powers could or can declare war on us at this point. They can get really mad with us, but they can't actually declare war with us. So, with that in mind, let's make our moves here. We're officially at war with Congo. Move that guy over and see if he ticks off somewhere over here in Kasango. If not, I'm going to move him back. These guys are going to move just east of town. These guys are going to go like so. These forces are going to move north. I can't see the Congo here really putting up much of a fight. But at the same time, you never know. There we go. It looks like we have now officially captured a couple of towns. Yep. Industrial goods are low, which is a major issue around our country right now. Which we already know about. There's another town that's fallen to us. To be 100% honest, I can't see... Oh, there's two more ceasefires. The Congo putting up much of a fight, but you never know. If they had a lot of like quick moving infantry, you know, they could push in through the jungles over here and really cause some mayhem, but there's more ceasefires around the world getting pulled in. So now one of my major concerns is to try to figure out if our artillery can cross this river or not. I just heard artillery. Oh, there it is. Looks like it's just garrison troops, so that's no big deal. So we'll end up figuring out very soon if our troops can actually cross the, whatever river this is, which is a concern. Mainly because if you look, this country is pretty much all river, so... We have no engineers at this point. We haven't, I guess you could say researched. Like we don't have the ability to research engineers yet, which is just kind of weird. So we're gonna try to cross here. Yeah, and nobody's moving. So this is classified as a narrow river. Yep. So none of our regular infantry have the ability to cross this river. Good to know. So then the question becomes, can our other infantry cross the river? And if they can cross the river, then the question is going to be, see, yeah, so our pioneers can cross the river, but then the problem is that, or are our pioneers actually like, No, if our pioneers are basically engineers with really good stats, then I think I may have just totally screwed up a lot of this stuff here. Alright, so we do have engineers. They're called pioneers. Crap. That, So our primary infantry that we've been using, our best infantry unit, is actually an engineer this entire time. And we already know engineers are amazing when it comes to construction. Yes, I know. We're gonna agree to all those. Alright, so first things first. All of you guys... how many of you is that? It's 31 of you. Okay. Let's pause here real quick. Looking for stuff that's currently being built. They can help construct everything but I think roads. I think everything we're building at this point is in the Congo. Or in Africa, I should say. Boom, boom, boom. Let's double check that. Yeah, we're not building any agriculture right now. Yeah, we're not building any of you. Not building any of you. We're building 20 of you that I know of. Nothing there. So we're definitely got a lot of research to do and stuff like that. So we're going to try to maximize our war first with Congo, or with the Congo. Once that is then completed, we're then going to come home with all these engineers and basically slowly and surely do some construction. But with that in mind, thanks for watching. That's going to be the end of this episode. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.